Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it is Wednesday the 13th of June. Weight this morning is 63.1, so not much movement there, much the same, but looking tighter practically every single week, so can't really complain with that. We are currently on the way to Kuba's because Mark's got his massage with Jay, and also I will be doing my cardio there on his Stairmaster and also doing an in-person check-in. We'll both be doing in-person check-ins with him at 11.5 weeks out, just to make sure that everything is moving along as it should. I do feel like things are, visually a little bit better than what they have been, the past week or so, which is obviously the idea. Feeling pretty good still, and yeah, we'll see what he says, and we'll see if there's any changes. I doubt it, but I can always hope. Okay guys, so I just thought I would let you know my thoughts just watching back through this video here of my in-person check-in on the Wednesday. And to be fair, like, everything is coming in a little bit now. I'm starting to see a little bit more lines in the places I want to see them, but I know that there is still a good bit to pull off. The main thing that we have been trying to figure out is which side I need to pose on, because both sides for me of my front shot have pros and cons, or how they have their strengths and weaknesses, I suppose. And at the moment, I'm just going to keep practicing both, and probably until about 4 weeks out, where I'll really pick one and then really drill it. But for right now, like, we're just waiting for everything to come in just so we can get a better idea of what side is better. I think the side that I posed here, in terms of my front shot, this is better in terms of the fullness of my glutes. My waist is a bit smaller, but I do lose the pop to my body a little bit more. I personally think, anyways, on that side. So I wish I'd gotten a video of the other side as well, but unfortunately we didn't. I literally just posed on this side. However, not mad at it. I think that this is going to come in really nice. This is actually the side that when I won the Arnold, I posed on this side at the Graftism, the regional before the Arnold. On my last season, I actually posed on the other. So I think that we'll just have to see as I come in how both look. But for right now, it's just going to be a matter of practicing both. Something that I was really happy with actually was this back shot here. So this is starting to show a little bit more shape now. My hamstrings are obviously still pretty fat. Like, I'm still pretty fat in general, like, obviously quote unquote in bodybuilding terms, but I am happy with the way my glutes are looking. Like, I feel like as I come in now, I'm hoping that I keep that full bubbly look to the glutes, where they just look like they have muscle rather than just being kind of very flat. I want them to be 3D, which I'm fingers crossed I'm gonna have, but I was pretty happy with that. And then it was Mark's turn to pose for Cuba, and he is looking really good. I think that, similar to me, it is at a point now where it's almost like a turning point where things really do start to shift. But yeah, I'm really excited to see him come in now as well. Alright guys, so time for some updates. As you would have seen this morning, me and Mark went to Kuba's just to have an in-person check and to go through some posing with Meg, and at the moment, everything is practically where it needs to be. I won't lie, like, this past few days I have had a few, I guess, mental struggles when it comes to feeling like I'm not going to be ready, but that always happens. Like, I think that any competitor, anyone who's ever prepped for a photo shoot or a competition, you'll know what I'm getting at, because it's only normal to feel that pressure. Probably the pressure that you put yourself under rather than the pressure that anyone else is putting you under, because you know that you want to bring your best. And at 12 weeks out, or just under 12 weeks out, technically 11.5 weeks out now, things are definitely starting to change, and the visuals are moving in the right direction without a doubt. But even then, I'm looking at myself thinking, am I lean enough for this point? Like, I have that self-doubt, like, am I going to be displaying my best, like, by the time I get to stage? You know what, like, off of the video that I took this morning, there is still a good bit to come off. There is, I'm not delusional. I know there's still a good bit to come off. I am pretty happy with how I'm looking, to be honest, and especially like the back shot. Like, I'm pretty pleased with how it's coming in at 12 weeks out. Like, I've definitely never had that much definition through the back of my legs ever before, especially at 12 weeks out. But I bet even had it at like 2 weeks out last time I competed. So I'm gonna take that as a massive win. And I know I have a lot more kind of density than I did before. And I think that both me and Mark kind of talk about this morning, but when you are significantly more muscular than the last time you prepped, or you've made significant changes since the last time you prepped, you're going to look different at different points of your prep. So for me, like, I feel big, like, I feel like I'm still big, but a lot of that is just the fact that I have more muscle as well. So I'm filling out my eye more. So I just have to get used to the fact that I'm not going to be, hopefully, I'm not going to be like super stringy or anything like on stage like this year or anything like that, because it's a very different physique this time around. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror being like, I still feel big, but a lot of it this time around is muscle, fingers crossed anyway. But you know, Mark backs that up, and you know, I trust him, I trust his opinion as well. I know that he wouldn't just blow smoke. Believe me, we're not the kind of couple that blow smoke up each other's asses. Like, obviously we give credit when credit is due, but we're also very realistic as well as to where we're at. So I do trust his opinion, and you know, I was pretty happy based off of the pictures this morning. So no changes based off of today. Coop's still really happy with where I'm. Meg thinks that where I'm at the moment is the perfect place for 12 or 11 and a half weeks out. So I will definitely trust both of their opinions. There is still, you know, a few bits and pieces to get into place with the posing, but I'm just going to keep practicing literally like 2 different routines, both sides, posing both sides, just because it's going to change a lot over the next few weeks. And I think that for both myself and Mark, like, this is the point where things are really going to shift forward now. It's like you get to this point where you get to a certain amount of lean, and then the changes start to happen a lot quicker and a lot more noticeably. So I think we've both started to kind of hit that point now, which is really exciting, and I'm looking forward to pushing on. But like I said, I'm going to keep drilling the posing in a couple of different ways, just because it's going to change. Like, my better side could change as I start to come in a little bit more, but it's about what displays my body the best and what balances me out the best for bikini closer to the time. So I'll probably just keep drilling that until 4 weeks out, and then I will choose one that I will stick with and drill that for the last 4 weeks up until my show. So that is the kind of update so far. Obviously, if you are enjoying the videos, please do like, share, subscribe, comment if you have anything you do want to see from me, but please do me that favour if you are enjoying the weekly vlogs and updates. So this is today's rest day, meal 2. I have actually swapped out chicken for prawns here. The reason being just for a bit more variety, because I have 2 of the same meal basically. So rather than having chicken, I've swapped that out for prawns instead. I do feel like prawns on prep are just a delicacy, like they just give you a bit more volume as well. So it is definitely more macro for macro and calorie for calorie. Like, it is more prawns for the same amount of chicken. So I am buzzing with this. So I'm gonna get this down now. Look at them. I also used this Mrs. Dash seasoning. I don't know where the fuck the Mrs. came from, but I used this lemon pepper seasoning on those prawns, and seriously, this is unreal. I got this while we were out in Vegas for the Olympia, and I just swear, like, Americans just do seasoning so much better. Literally salt free and plenty of flavour here. And I'm also just putting together a webinar for our clients to put onto our UFORM hub, like the educational page, where I'm just going to go through how to like best manage like going away on holiday and still being able to maintain your progress, or just basically not going backwards. So that's something that I like to put together every few rest days to upload. Right guys, so we have the new batch of, or the next batch of UFORM hoodies delivered up. Almost fucked that. But we are going to be sorting all of these as we have clients to get these out to. So that is going to be a nightmare today, us being in the post office yet again and having to hold up the queue for like 84 years to try and get everything sent off. But that is today's main task, which is pretty tedious, but we want to make sure that all of these go out to clients so they actually have them to wear. Anything else to add to that?
No. It's not as warm today, so it's not as bad.
Imagine
if this was yesterday, you'd be doing this.
Except for I wouldn't be doing this. Good morning, guys. So it is now the Thursday the what? The 15th of June. Weight this morning was 62.9 after a rest day, and usually I'm heaviest after a rest day, but that's kind of like almost on par with the lightest I've actually been. So definitely actually feeling a good bit tighter today. Like, I'm almost able to see like just the beginnings in the morning anyway, under good lighting. that being said, but I can almost see like the beginnings of the outlines of my abs, which is crazy because I think I was like 52 kilos the last time I actually had those, but I can already start to get an idea of them being there, which is insane. But either way, you know, I'm feeling really good the past couple of days, to be fair. I'm feeling kind of really ready just to crack the fuck on with it, not gonna lie. Whereas earlier on the week, or the back end of last week, I was starting to feel a bit tired, but I really feel like things are starting to shift pretty quick now. So I think that is in itself always really motivating. I think anyone can understand that. Like, you feel like things are starting to move a little bit faster, and then that's motivating. And this is what I always say to people is like, sometimes you have to put the effort in and you have to take action to be able to feel motivated, because results are motivating, and that's gonna be what is gonna make you want to keep going. So yeah, that is the updates for today. It's a leg day today, so looking forward to that. It's like higher food, no cardio this morning, and yeah, I'm looking forward to smashing that. I have dumbbell RDL in this session, which is probably my favorite, and I'll probably wrap the vlog up here. We did actually send out the hoodies, or the majority of the hoodies. We still got a few more to send out on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. So we spent an hour and a half at the post office yesterday trying to get all of this sent out. The poor guy who was working at the post office that day, bless him, stayed literally like an hour after he was supposed to leave. So shout out to you. Definitely not watching this, but you know, very much appreciated. That was practically everything wrapped up, and I will catch you all in the next vlog. But please, if you are enjoying the videos, like I said earlier, please like, share, subscribe, comment if there's anything else you want to see from me, and I will catch you all soon.